Hello. In this session, we'll be mainly talking about one important concept of constructing a DFA from the given regular expression. Now, for that purpose, like there might be different methods available, but we would be talking mainly about a method called subset construction. So you would be having a problem statement like this, which we will be solving accordingly. So we're talking about subset construction. I'll be solving one example here. OK, and through the example, I would be demonstrating you the concept of how exactly it works. Right. So like then we'll be talking in theoretical manner, maybe in next few sessions about how exactly the method would be. So we'll write algorithm later. Now let us say we have been given an example, a regular expression as a plus b star ABB. Fine. Now we have to convert this regular expression to a DFA, which would be by making use of subset construction. So problem statement would be convert the regular expression a plus b star ABB to equivalent DFA using a subset construction method. Fine. So for that purpose, what you will require first is to convert this regular expression to say an NFA. So we already know the method. So this would be A, this would be B, this would be A plus B. I hope you must have tried with the video which I shared earlier for constructing an NFA for given regular expression. So this is AB star, A plus B star. Then we have this A, this B, and A, and then B, and then B. So this would be your final state. So now we are familiar with how exactly this conversion would be. So like the way that you start solving multiple examples, you would be getting idea exactly how to convert a given NFA to a regular expression. So let us label this. So we have A, then we have B, we have A, B, and B. These all are epsilons. Okay, and now we have to name the states. So we know exactly the method. So we'll start with 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. So we have currently now total states to be 13 for this example. Fine. Okay. So now first thing, like whenever you are solving this kind of example using subset construction method, you have to first draw an NFA with epsilon moves for the given regular expression, like the way that I did right now. You have to label it with appropriate labels like epsilon and like the inputs that you have with the regular expression. Moreover, you have to mainly see the directions. So your arrows should be properly added there with the proper direction, whether it is going to back or whether it is going to front and so on. Numbering would be important right now. Like why it would be important? Like you may jumble between, like you may start numbering the way like for example 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But then like it would be very difficult to really verify your solution with like whenever you are verifying it with your fellow mates. Fine. So let us try to convert this rather. Now first step for subset construction always would be calculating, like try to concentrate which is your initial state. So initial state is 0. So first stage would be what? Calculate epsilon closure of 0. Fine. So what would be epsilon closure now? If at all we start computing this, so it would be. So now try to see which states you can reach using epsilon. Fine. So you have 0, 1, 2, 4, then you see 7, 8. So you write them. So 0, 1, 2, 4, 7 and 8. Now we cannot add 3 because there is A there. We cannot add 5 because there is B there. We cannot add 6 because we don't have direct transition from 1 or 0 or even 2 or 4 to 6. That's why only these states would be. Now we would be getting this set of states, correct? So now you give some name to this set. So let me name this as a state A. Fine. So what I will do is like if I consider this to be NFA, we know that there are set of states. So this would be Q. So what would be Q dash? Now we are constructing Q dash. So we'll be adding this A. So this every state in this set of states would be represented like this. Okay. So you have now this. So now you choose this one. You say here mark A. Now for every state that you are going to have in this Q dash, so you have to apply the method like this. So how many inputs are there? For the given example, we have A and B, correct? So take each input for A, compute T. Now how this T is to be computed? Like try to see what is there in epsilon closure of initial state. So you have 0, 1, 2, 4, 7, 8 because we saw 0, 1, 2, 4, 7 and 8. Now try to see from which states among this set there is a transition with input A. So there are states like 2, we are having transition to 3. 4, no, we don't have because it is with B. 8, yes, we have. So wherever the transitions are going from 2, where it is going, so you add 3 here. From 8, where it is going, so you add here. Now compute epsilon closure of T. What would be epsilon closure of T? In this case, now we have to compute this. So now whenever you are computing epsilon closure, remember that you will try to write it in a sorted order. Okay, what would be epsilon closure of T now? So T is our 3, 9. So what is epsilon closure of 3? So if I see 3, 6, 7, correct? 8, 3, 6, 7, 8. Then we go back 1, 2, 4. So let me sort this 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7 and 8. Fine. So I have added 8 as well because I have transition this whenever I am computing epsilon closure of T, T is containing 3, 9. So you have to compute epsilon closure of 3 union epsilon closure of 9. So what is epsilon closure of 3? So we got we are starting from here 3, 6, 7, 8. Then you go back here from 6, 1, 2, 4. So I am sorting this 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. So I got this. Now, how many states are what is epsilon closure of 9? So 9, 9 and 10. So you add it here. Now you got this. Now you try to compare this set with the earlier set. Okay. When you compare both, try to compare both of them and try to see now when you are comparing both. Are they same? No. So you give other set name to this as B and you add it here. Correct. Now go on for other input. For input B, compute T. Now same set you are going to see. This would be your A, correct? Try to see from which states among this set there is a transition with B. So if I see 0, no, 1, no, 2, no, 4, yes, it is going to 5, correct? So you add 5 here. Now if I go further From 4 I have 5. From 7 I don't have. From 8 I don't have. That's why I'm closing this bracket. So compute epsilon closure of t. So what you got? Now epsilon closure of t. T is what? 5. What is epsilon closure of 5? Now see here. 5, 6, 7, 8. Correct? Now from 6 we go back. So 1, 2, 4. So let us write 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Now we don't have any other state remaining there. So that's why we'll stop this construction. Now tell me, like if you see, if you try to compare this one with earlier two, are they same? No. That's why you give name as C. So C. Now, like only we had two inputs A and B. So we are done with this A and B. So now you have to mark next set, which is the state, correct? So mark B. Repeat the same process for A. Compute T. Now what is B here for us? B is this set. So we have to work with, we have to go with this one, this set particularly. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if I give A input to B, this set. So we have A transitions from 2 and 8 because only two A's are there, correct? So 2 and 8, are they there? Yes, 2 and 8. So which are the states? So you would be getting 3, correct? And from 8 we are having to 9. Now you realize that we already computed this T, correct? It was same thing. So no need to compute this. So you can say it is going to be, that is you write here self loop. Now I will let you know why I'm writing this. Fine. Okay. Do the process same process for B now. Compute T. Now you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Correct. Now we have 4 included here. So we will add 5. Now we had 8. Yes, but there is no transition. 9, we had no transition. 10, yes, there is a transition. Where it is going? 11. So you add 11 here. Now compute epsilon closure of T. Now what is the epsilon closure of 5? Let us first write that. We already computed this. Na? So let us write this 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. And now 11. So if I compute 11's epsilon closure, it would be 11 and 12. So you write it here, 11 and 12. So now you try to compare this set with other earlier 3. So this seems to be new. So you write here new, you add it here. Correct. So we are done with A and B for B. So let us mark now C. Mark C. Now same thing for A. What is C for us now? C is this set 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Correct. Now try to compute same thing for A. How many times? Now we know that there are only two states from where it is going with A. So 2 and 8. So we have them, both of them there. So they are going to 3 and 9. Again, same thing. We have already computed this. So you can directly write here B. No need to write self loop because it is not self loop. We are going from C to B. That's why. Fine. Now similarly, repeat for next B. Compute T. Now we had this set from C. Now if I try to compute with input B. So I had states to be 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Correct. So there is a state 4. Now for B we have from 10, but 10 is not included here. So that's why we have to consider only this 4 to 5. So we would add 5. Now you know that you already computed this. Where? Here. And which state it resulted to? C. That's why we will write here self loop. Fine. Okay. Now you are done with C. Now you add D. So you say mark D for A. Compute T. Now you had a set to be 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12. Now try to see. We know that there are only two A transitions from 2 and from 8. Are they part of this set? Yes. So you write those states. It is going to 3 and from 8 it is going to 9. Now we already computed this. That's why we will write B directly. Now let us take for input B. Compute T. Now we know that there are 3 Bs, that means 3 transitions from 4, then from 10 and from 12. So 4, 10, 12, are they part of here? 10 is not there, correct? But 4 is there, yes. 12 is there, yes. So 4 and 12. So that means what? 5 and 13. Now why we are taking 5 and 13? Because from 4 there is a transition with to 5 and 4 is part of this. Again, moreover, from 12 it is going to 13 and 12 is part of this set. That's why we added 13. Now this is not the repetition. So you compute epsilon closure of t. So you got now compute epsilon closure of 5. So we already know that set 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Correct? Now other state is 13. Now 13 is the last state. So we have not to have another epsilon closure. So this would be 13. You complete this. So if you try to compare this would be new. So you add E. You add it here. Now you are done with D. So repeat same thing now for E. So mark E. Now I am marking it here as well. Fine. Okay, good. So let us repeat the process for A and for B. Let us take for A. What is T? So 1, 2, as we already said again, from 2 and from 8 we have transitions. So 3 and 9. So 2 and 8 are here. So 3 and 9. So we know that what are they? What that set represents? B. Correct? Now let us take for B. Compute T. Now we have 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 13. So for B we have 4, then we had 10 and then we had 12. So 10 and 12 is not part of it, but only 4 is part of it. That's why we'll take 5. Now we already computed 5. 5 was for C. So you say C. Now is there any state remaining in this set which is not marked yet? All are done and we are not getting any new state. So stop your construction here. Now this will be new set of states. Now we have to draw the transition diagram. Now let us draw for A first. Now from A, when we give input A, it is going to B. So let us add this. Correct. So this would be input A. From A, when we give B, it goes to C. C. From B, if I see from B, it is going to, with A, it is a self loop. So let us add it. For B, it is going to D. Correct. Now let us talk about C. From C, with A, it is going to B. A and sorry, I forgot to write this A and B. And from C with B, it is a self loop. Now let us talk about D. From D with A, it is going to B. For B, it is going to state E. So let us draw it. It is going with B, correct? From E to B, it is going like this. For A. And for B, we are going to C. So add it here too. Now we are done with this, but now we have to tell which is initial state and which is final state. So now which was initial state you have given the one which you have already drawn, it was 0. So where 0 is included, 0 is in A. So this would be your initial state. Which was your final 13. Where it is included in which set? It is included in E. That's why make this as final. And then this is your final solution. So this is your DFA. Fine. So this is how your subset construction works. Okay, I will solve one more example in next video. Then you will understand the same.